Hey guys, so in this vlog I just wanted to talk a bit about why I've been absent for the last two and a half months. So that's what this vlog is going to be about. I'm not going to go into everything, but I will go and I will tell you some of the stuff that's been happening in my life. Okay, so just after I put my last video out about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, somewhere there, I found out that one of my sister's friends, someone from my childhood who I knew, she was a friend, he was a friend of my sister's, and it turns out I actually worked with him later in life too. He had sadly passed away, and when I found out that news, it kind of shocked me, kind of threw me off a bit. So I needed to take some time to gather myself back, like gather my thoughts and just, deal with that. So that took me some time, and I know I didn't tell you guys, that I was going to be absent because of this, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I was absent because someone I knew died. And we had the funeral, and it was sad. Like, I cried. I went to support my sister because they were good friends, and it was hard, but it was nice, and it was a huge turnout. Like, it was massive. There was easily 700, 700, 800 people there. Easy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if someone said to me, oh yeah, there was 1,000 people at that funeral. It would not surprise me. So there was a lot of people there, but it was a really nice funeral, which was good. And it was sad, and we cried, and I mean, everyone cries. So yeah, it was nice, but I've taken some time to deal with that, which I'm better with now. I mean, it's still sad to think about, but I don't know. I'm better. I'm coping with it, which is nice. Yeah, and then after that, some other stuff happened, and other stuff I had to deal with, and then uni finished for the semester. It finished, but I'm into my new semester. It's already started, and we're 4 weeks in, and I've already fallen behind, and statistics is not fun. Like, I don't understand a lot of it. It's very confusing. So I'm seeing my tutor on Monday to catch up with that, which is going to be awesome. Sorry to bore you with uni stuff. But uni stuff is, uni is uni, and that's what you got to do sometimes. Yeah, so just spending a few weeks to try and hopefully catch up. So that's that. So into some other news. We did, I don't know if you guys know, some of you may know, if you're Supernatural fans, if you're Supernatural friends, you definitely know. If you're Supernatural fans, you may know. You may possibly know. Misha Collins, who we all know as Castiel, because Castiel's just amazing. And that's his character of the show, and it's amazing. But Misha Collins, anyway. So Mish, he runs something called Gishwiz. And Gishwiz, for those of you that don't know, is the greatest international scavenger hunt the world has ever seen. And pretty much he puts out a list of items for you to complete, and you get points for those items. So there were some really good ones out there. Mostly it's about doing random acts of kindness for random people. So, making someone's day by buying them a chocolate or a coffee, or giving them chocolate, or, something like that, flowers or something. It's all about, I mean, that's not what it's all about. But it's about doing random acts of kindness, and that's very, and I'm dead serious, that is completely tame. Like, that is insanely tame for what items we got. So there was one it was. So someone who has Alzheimer's, find out their favorite music, make them a mixtape and give it to them. So that was one of the items, one of the nice ones. There was another one about reading to people who can't read to themselves anymore. There was another one about volunteering at a what do you call them? Veteran home, or work, like volunteering with people who were in a war and stuff. So there were that sort of things, like kindness things, and they were really nice. Like, we did some of them. We couldn't do all of them, but we did some of them. But then there were other ones, like there were some funny ones, some really funny ones. Like probably my favourite photo that we got in the entire Gish was eat green eggs and ham in a boat with a goat. Yes, in a boat with a goat. It was pretty damn good. It was funny and it was really good. Like, it was really entertaining to actually do. The goat came off its leash and then nearly jumped out of the boat. It was funny, but it was fine. Like, it was all good. So that was really good. That's probably my favorite photo that we got, the whole thing. Another one, and I actually did this one. It was, the item was you had to cover a wall in your house with at least 100 photos of your nose, stand in front of the wall and get a photo of you standing in front of the wall picking your nose. That was the item. Now, for some reason, Misha has this thing with noses, and if you know him and you watch his live streams and stuff, he always, and I mean always, has it down here. Right? So he always has it down, so it goes straight up his nose, and then he's always like, oh, I hope there aren't any boogers. Oh, look at the boogers up my nose, and then he's freaking funny. So he has this thing with noses and boogers. So that was one of the items, and that was really fun to do. I actually I actually know someone who has 3D printers, who has a 3D printer, so I got them to print me out a photo, print me out me picking my nose, so that I could 3D print it out so that I could hold it in front of the wall full of noses while I was picking my nose. So I went a little step extra and he ended up printing me too, which was really cool. So that was really funny. Like, that was a lot of fun to do and really funny. So there was some really awesome ones on there. And another one was being served having two Jedis. This is just from memory, by the way. Having two Jedis served by having two Jedis eating in a 50 style diner with a root beer, and you got extra points if you were served by a Sith Lord or Darth Vader. So we did that, and that was a lot of fun too. We actually had to go up to Moss Vale. I got there eventually. We actually went up to Moss Vale because there's a 50 Styles diner up there, and got the photo. And it was a really lovely day out. It was so nice to just sit back and hang out. It was good fun. And another one we did, which I really enjoyed, and in case you can't tell, I thoroughly enjoyed myself for Gish Wishes. But another one we did was confronting a boss or an ex-boss, covered in powdered sugar, about a problem in the workplace. And yeah, I did that one. They covered me in sugar. It was all through my hair. I was covered head to toe in sugar. And I used to work with my mum. So it's a family business. I used to work with her. And so I just, threw on one of the shirts again, covered myself head to toe in powdered sugar, and then got this, it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Like, I had to show through my body language that I was shitted off, that I was annoyed. And then it was awesome, the photo. Like, you've just got me standing there with my arms in the air, like, what are you going to do about it? And she's just got her hands like, what's wrong? Like, what's wrong type thing. And it was so good. The photo turned out awesomely, and it was fun being covered in sugar. so much fun being covered. And then, of course, being the amazing daughter that I am, I just like, give me a hug, and covered her in it too, because I'm just that good. Anyway, so there were some of the items. Out of 173 items, so he started with 173, he took 5 out and then he put 5 in. So it was 173 all up. Out of 173 items, we completed 101 of them, me and my team. So it was awesome. It was really good. And the winning team gets an all expenses paid. I'm not sure if it's a week or 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks. It might not be. I'm not sure. But we get an all expenses paid round trip to Iceland with Misha. Actually, with Misha. Now, the reason I keep looking up there is because I've got a supernatural calendar, and he just so happens to be the one that's open at the moment. He's so pretty. Anyway, I love Misha. Misha's amazing. He's such a sweetheart. So that was Gishwiz, and that was a lot of fun. And that put me behind in uni because that was second week of uni, but I didn't care. I had an absolute ball. Being a co-captain of the team, I did a lot of the behind the scenes. So I did a lot of the organising. I got all the submissions. I like people did them. I got them. I uploaded them where they needed to be, and then actually submitted them. And then I created the polls if I had doubles, and you know what I mean. So I did all of the behind the scenes stuff, which was a lot of work. We hardly slept. We hardly slept that week. So it was a lot of work, but my God, was it fun. And doing the behind the scenes wasn't a problem. I had a document that I kept up to date every time I had something. So there were group ones, and if I had some of them, but not all of them, it was blue. Once I had them all, it was green. Once they had actually been put onto the website, submitted through the website, it was red. So that was the way I organised it. And I had the ones that everyone said they were doing in bolded out. So it was really well. It was set up really well. It was very not stressful. It was organised, and I liked it. I very much like being organised. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but it was done really well, and there was a lot of them, and it took hours and hours. We did 101, but it was so good. It was so good. So that's being judged, and we don't find out 41 to 60 days after a Gishwiz finish is when they usually announce. So 2-3 months, something like that. So we've got a bit of a wait, but I don't really care. It's going to be awesome. It's about 2 months. So it's going to be awesome to find out. We were in, you could either be in it to win it or just in it for fun. And we were in it to win it. And I think we could be a shoo-in because we did so many items and they looked awesome. And yeah, so we could be a shoo-in. It would be cool if we did. This is my first Gishwiz, and it would be cool if we actually did win it. So I'm so proud of my team. My team did amazing work, absolutely amazing. So I am so, so proud of my team. But yeah, so that's Gishwiz, and that's on every year, and it's a week-long thing, and it's absolutely amazing. So I'm actually at first I was like, I just want it to be over. Just let it be over. And then once it was over, it's like, okay, I'm over with Gishwiz. I'm done with Gishwiz for a while. And it's been 2 weeks since Gishwiz has finished. And now I'm like, yep, I want it again. Bring on next year. I'm back into I bring it on. Just bring it on. So yeah. But it's so good. It was so much fun. So I suggest, just throw out the suggestion there, go look it up and join it next year because you will have a blast. You will have an absolute blast. And it's teams of 15. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. So that's about as much as I'm going to go on about this in this vlog. But yeah, so there was a few things. I only threw the one thing. Well, Gishwiz got in the way as well. So there you go. I threw 2 things out. And uni. So there's 3 things. So I'm going to keep the rest is a bit more personal, a bit more private. So I'm not going to talk about them. But there are there are some reasons that I ended up stopping, and I just haven't got back into it yet. Hopefully sometime in the next few weeks I will be start putting videos up again. That is the plan. So let's see if I can make that work. It just depends on when I catch up with this. There is so much I have to catch up on. So yeah, hopefully that will work. And the other thing, in the post that I put up yesterday, I have now officially joined a paranormal investigation team. We are Wayward, I believe we're called Wayward Paranormal Investigators Australia. So go check us out. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. I will link in the description below. I will put links to both of them. So you can go check us out. So yeah, that's another thing that's been taking up some of my time. So it's going to be good. So check it out. Go like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter. Also, I will also put in the description below, I will put my own Facebook and Twitter and my own Instagram. So go check them out as well. Yeah, so that's about it. Sorry this vlog is so long, but I got excited about Gish Whiz as per usual. Anyway, thanks guys for joining me. Sorry that I have been absent. I will be back to it soon. All right, thanks guys. Bye.